What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Madden 18 production. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day. Today I wanted to go on ahead and do something a little different. I wanted to take a look at last year's legends and compare them to this year, so we can go on ahead and decide what year you guys think had the better legends. As far as I would like to think, I think we are done, if not done, very close to being finished with the new legends. At this point in time, they're gonna start, probably putting out like playoff legends that they do, like the last few Maddens they've done, or recycling, legends. They released 2 new legends today. I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna continue to get new legends. At some point, we're very close, if not already end this week, to where they start doing, recycling the legends that are already out. Last year they did have a surprise though, where they dropped a new legend for the first time, like out of nowhere, which we didn't get one all year. It's when Ultimate Legends came out, and they did, I think, Steve Hutchinson. We didn't have him at all last year, and then they dropped the Ultimate Legend version of him, which I think is pretty dope, which I think they should do more often. Instead of having 3 or 4 different versions of one legend, if we can get different legends throughout the entire year, maybe 1 or 2 legend upgrades, I think will be fine. But let's go ahead and let's go to the sets here, and we are going to take a look at the legends. Now, I'm not sure who the legends were at launch. Like this year, the legends at launch were like Warren Moon, Steve Atwater, Marshall Faulk, and things like that, and then Reggie White. And then the first legend of the week was I forgot who it was, but we'll see when we head on over there. So let's scroll all the way down for Madden 17, and let's take a look at the legends that we had last year. So we had Lawyer Malloy, 90 overall, 91 overall Champ Bailey. Now, these were available at launch. Like, these were not available in packs or anything like that. Well, the set pieces were, but, they didn't start having them, on Legend Weekend. We had a 91 overall Ray Nishiki, 90 overall Kevin Green, a 91 overall Javon Curse, 90 overall Anthony Munoz, 90 overall Dallas Clark, a 90 Herman Moore, 91 Emmett Smith, 91 John Elway, 90 Larry Wilson, 91 Marvin Harrison. Now, this is where I think maybe we started getting them on weekends. I'm not sure exactly where it started. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe there. That's where I'm thinking. I honestly don't remember, but that looks like a good defensive, offensive legend. They're not going to drop 2 offensive. Rarely do they drop 2 of the same side. There's usually 1 defensive, 1 offensive. 91 Haley, 90 Shockey, 90 overall Sam Madison, 91 Kevin Mawai, 92 Mike Singletary, 91 Ricky Williams, 91 Bob Sanders, 92 Tim Brown, 92 Mel Blunt, 91 Will Shields, 91 Jack Youngblood, 92 Stephen McNair, 92 Willie Brown, 92 Newsom, 92 Dockett, 92 Strong, 93 Brian Dawkins, 93 Tony Dorsett, 92 Michael Strahan, 93 Randy Moss, 93 Paul Krause, 92 Baselli. Now, I believe when Randy Moss dropped, this was the first one where it had ×2 chemistry, right? If I'm not mistaken. I do know he was the first person last year to have ×2 of 1 chemistry. It was Deep Threat. Or whatever chemistry it was. I know he was the first one to be able to unlock Tier 1 like all by himself, which was, pretty dope. 92 Hendricks, 93 McNabb, 93 Too Tall Jones, 93 McCaffrey, 94 Sean Taylor, may he rest in peace, 93 Amon Green, 93 Teddy Bruschi, 95 Jerry Rice, 94 Lawrence Taylor, 95 LaDainian Tomlinson. I remember these 2 dropped on the same weekend. We had double LTs. 94 John Randall, 94 Ocho Cinco, 95 Howie Long, 94 Bruce Matthews, 94 Marcellus Wiley, 95 Cunningham. Now this is where we get to the playoff legends. 95 Terrell Suggs, 94 Frank Gore, 94 Sam Shields, 95 Fitzgerald, 96 Willie McGinnis, 96 Drew Brees, 96 DJ, I was gonna say Jack. What am I talking about? DJX. DJ, 96 Watt, 96 Gunchito, 96 AP, and then Mike Vick. His retirement. Well, this isn't his retirement. It's his career tribute legend card. So those were all the legends that were available last year, and I can sit here and say we had some pretty good ones. Kevin Green was an absolute monster. He was slow as dirt, but my goodness, this card was freaking phenomenal last year. Larry Wilson was like the Paul Krause of like the free safety. He was pretty good. Haley was an absolute monster. Youngblood was a beast too. I remember having both Youngblood and Haley. Bob Sanders was pretty good. He had great speed. Mel Blunt's always really good. Willie Brown was really good too. Brian Dawkins is, Brian Dawkins is who he is. Too Tall Jones was a monster last year. I like this Ed McCaffrey card last year. Sean Taylor, of course, every time we have a card of him is always phenomenal. Teddy Bruschi, again, this was another card that was really good last year. Definitely enjoyed playing with Teddy Bruschi. He put in work for me last year. And Howie Long was a monster when he was out. And those were the legends. Now let's go ahead and let's hop on to Madden 18. And let's go on ahead and take a look there. Now, one thing I will be doing, you will notice if you follow me on Twitter, which everybody should do. Link is in the description if you do not already. Twitter.com/MrGoldenSports. I tweeted out a photo showing that for the first time I hit 1,000,000 coins on my budget squad. And I'm going to explain how we were able to accomplish that in a video coming up later today. Right now it's like 140. And later today I will do a 1,000,000 coin shopping spree, fixing up the budget squad, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. I already have in mind who I want, and I should come away with about 8 new players is the plan. But now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Madden 18 legends, and I would like to know, in comparison, who do you guys think is better? Which year do you guys like last year's legends better compared to this year's? Now, every year they try to give us new legends to, spice things up. And there are some players that they like to withhold bringing back multiple years. Like Ray Lewis was gone for a little bit. Terrell Davis, I think, was only 1 year, maybe 2. I don't even remember 1. And he hasn't been back. So they like to, some players that they like to spread out. Some players like what's his name? The tackle from the Bengals. I can't think of his name. Munoz. We had him for like a few consecutive years. Let's take a look at this year's legends. Scroll all the way down. Now again, at launch we had some really good legends. We had Atwater, Rod Woodson, Willie McGinnis, Charles Haley, John Abraham, Larry Little, Anthony Munoz, Chris Carter, Marshall Faulk, Warren Moon, and Reggie White at launch. And Reggie White came out. He came out random on like a Thursday, like before Legend Weekend. And our first legends were Larry Allen and Rodney Harrison. So again, let's start from the beginning. Atwater, Woodson, McGinnis, Haley, Abraham, Little, Munoz, Chris Carter, Marshall Faulk, Warren Moon, Reggie White. And again, this is where we were able to get them weekly from here on out. Rodney Harrison, Larry Allen. Then we got a 92 Singletary, 92 Kellen Winslow, 92 Mean Joe Green, 92 Chris Okoye. Then we got 92 DeMarcus Ware, 92 Bruce Matthews, 92 Paul Krause, 92 Jerome Bettis, 93 Richard Dent, 93 Mike Vick, 93 Barber, 93 Ocho Cinco, 93 Brooks, 93 Cunningham, 93 Mel Blunt, 93 Fred Biletnikoff, 93 Taylor, 93 Ed Reed, 93 Dwight Clark, 93 Herschel Walker, 93 Deerdorf, 93 Andre Reed, 94 Eric Allen, 94 Walter Jones, 94 Ronnie Lott, 94 Earl Campbell, 94 Lawrence Taylor, 94 Dan Marino, 94 Too Jones, 94 Will Shields, 94 Ricky Jackson, 94 Randall McDaniel, 94 Bruce Smith, 94 Marvin Harrison, 95 John Randall, 95 Steve Young, 95 Urlacher, 95 Harold Carmichael, 95 Renfro, 95 Shannon Sharp, 95 Kevin Williams, and 95 Jonathan Ogden. Again, these two were released today. So in comparison, last year, we had everybody was able to get their hands on Sean Taylor, Brian Dawkins. This year, Sean Taylor is Mutt Master, so unless you do that, you're unable to get a card of him. Brian Dawkins only had one card this year, and he was a limited Blitz card, so unless you got 800k to a million coins, you were unable to get him. So I like that we were able to get those guys last year. Last year we were also able to get Champ Bailey. This year, I mean, you could get him, but you have to do the upgrade set. I don't know. Like this year, we definitely got some good legends. Like Reggie White, still to this day, is a monster. Rodney Harrison was dope. Mike Singletary was he was okay. Mean Joe Green, still, if you have a Mean Joe Green, he's gonna put in work. This card is godlike. Paul Krause is one of the pros' favorite card. This Jerome Bettis is an absolute monster. Richard Dent was one of the best defensive linemen in the game. Like, this card was so damn good. Mike Vick is still used by so many people. Who else is like really? I had Jason Taylor for a little bit. Didn't really do too much. Ed Reed, I have him on my budget squad, is an absolute monster. I had Herschel Walker for a little bit. Wasn't too impressed. I passed on Andre Reed. Eric Allen is good and still used in a lot of people's teams. Earl Campbell's a monster. Lawrence Taylor is a monster. Dan Marino's great. Too Jones is a beast. Ricky Jackson is a monster. Bruce Smith doesn't play as good as what his attributes show, sadly. Sucks because his attributes like 95 power move, 93 finesse move, and if you got physical front and you got his block shit up to like 92, you figured he would be damn near unblockable, and unfortunately that's not the case. This Marvin Harrison card is really good. I'm definitely not impressed with either of these two cards right here. Brian Urlacher is a monster. Carmichael drops everything. Renfro is really good. Shannon Sharp is so damn good. And these are the two new legends today. So I would just love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on which year you guys thought were better for this year and last year. Now, I do know one of my favorite Maddens, I think it was Madden 25, and we were spoiled with legends, man. You want to talk about from Warren Sapp to, I think we had Randy Moss that year, and we had like Eric Dickerson and Curtis Martin and that year. Oh my goodness, man, the amount of legends we were spoiled. Walter Payton, there was 9 different great options at each position. There's still today, there's only like 3 or 4, maybe 5 very good top-notch strong safeties in the game. Maybe, and football season's already done. Madden 25, there was like so much variety that was out that year, and that was pretty much the last year that we had like uber amounts of legends. I don't even remember, were they dropping 2 a week? And I don't know. I just remember them having so many legends. But that's the end of the video, fellas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Do you guys like last year's legends better or this year? It's your boy Jess. We're going to go on and be signing out. Peace.